Welcome to the Behind the Drapes podcast. I'm your host, Expo Rich, and we're here at EXPO EXPO show floor, and I'm here with Sydney Rhea, Sustainability Manager at Informa. Thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me. This is so exciting.
Yeah, and we met just a few months ago as our first time, and we had some great conversations. And I thought you got to be on the podcast when I see you again. So.
I'm truly honored. When I found out that you had a podcast, I thought that's so cool. I didn't know that there were podcasts in the trade show industry. So now it's time to dive in.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this format. I wanted to talk to the people that are doing the things and building the things, and because we spend so much time and focus our energy on promoting a brand, either in a company or a show, and it's nice to talk to people that are actually doing that work. So
yeah, and then we find out what are they all about, because it's not just when we first shake hands, right? There's so much more behind the scenes.
Yeah, and that's another thing is doing this for some years now. There's people that I know out there for 20 years, and then I find out something new having this conversation. So it's really cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I always like to know how people got their start in this industry. So how did you manage to step on your first show floor?
I got lucky. Yeah. So prior to doing trade shows, I planned weddings and galas in New York City.
Okay.
And when my now husband and I were leaving New York City, because we didn't want to have a family in New York City, we applied for jobs all over the country. And I literally mean all over the country.
Just to figure out where you're going to go?
The goal was whoever got the job first, we're just going to go.
That's cool.
The other person will get a job and we'll figure it out. Yeah. And I ended up getting a job working for Penton as an operations coordinator. Okay. And I've been with Penton was then purchased by Informa years later, and I've been with the same company for more than 10 years now.
Oh, that's great.
So I just got lucky, and I now know that it's because my supervisor at the time was planning an event in New York City, a gala in New York City for a group that was a little bit more challenging to work with. And because I had already planned galas in New York City and I was very comfortable with that type of the attitude or type of people, she felt like I would be a good fit.
Yeah.
The first trade show that I ever stepped onto the floor at for our company and as a job was International Wireless Communications Expo.
Okay.
IWCE. But my first ever trade show was back in my theater days, and I went to, what's it called? USITT, which is the United States Institute for Technical Theater. Oh. And I went in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, you said something about luck, and it was funny to quote somebody, and I may butcher the quote, but I heard a guy once say, I like to ask people in an interview, do they think that they're lucky? And why I like that is because he says, I don't know if luck exists, but you're either going to work hard and put yourself in the position that things come to you, which is considered luck, or luck exists.
Ooh.
And if someone says that they're unlucky, I don't want them in my ethos.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I agree with you. I think there's two different versions of luck. It's the luck where your name always gets pulled out of the hat to win the gift card or award or whatever that giveaway is. I'm not that lucky, that kind of lucky. I am the lucky or the blessed. I'm that person who wants to build it for myself, and I want to connect. And I do think that if you give it out, it comes back to you.
The opportunity is going to happen because you're putting in the work.
Yeah, I think so.
So you reminded me of that little quote, and I had to bring it up. So.
I love that quote. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, for sure. So now your position, you're carrying you're wearing a much different hat.
Yeah.
So coming from the operational background, and you've seen it all and doing it all, and now how did you transition into sustainability? Was it a passion that you had and you were a right fit because you had the right mindset? Or was it something that they said, hey, you're great at this, but we need this?
Ooh, the former, and maybe the latter too. So I mentioned I've been with Informa for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
I did operations work for about 8 years at that time, a little under that. And I really became passionate around sustainability when I had kids.
Okay.
So I started realizing that what I'm feeding them and what I'm putting on their skin, actually, I feel like it makes a difference.
Yeah.
That's my passion. And then it started to feed into my work life.
Okay.
And so back in 2019 and 2020, we were really lucky and had some budget from Informa to embed sustainability initiatives into our events.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got so jazzed. So I started with the recycling badges and recycling the lanyards, and I created a exhibitor booth competition for who has the most sustainable booth to get people excited, so they could get a prize, and who doesn't want attention for doing
and paying attention to it.
Exactly. And just shining a light on that. And then I transitioned teams from our engineering portfolio to our infrastructure and construction portfolio. Mm-hmm. And my new line manager, Anna Horn, who is absolutely amazing, said, "You talk about sustainability more than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. We have a sustainability committee internally, and I want you to represent infrastructure and construction." So then I became part of this internal sustainability committee. It was this champions group, and we met once a month, and we got to share best practices and learn from each other. And it was just so fun to build community within Informa around people who are passionate. Yeah. And then my predecessor's job opened up. So the job posting went up, but I wasn't aware of it because I loved what I was doing. I was a senior event operations
you weren't
manager.
Looking at the job board.
No, of course not. I loved what I was doing. And I had a previous mentor at Informa that said, "Sydney, you need to apply. The line manager is an amazing mentor, and you would be so good at this. You could really roll out incremental change and alignment across our 7 different portfolios." And so I just kind of applied on a whim, because I think any of us that are in this industry, we push really hard. We think we're doing really good work in whatever area of trade shows, but we don't actually believe that we are the expert or the best at.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't think I was a sustainability person. But what I learned was sustainability is a business advantage. And as long as I can communicate it that way to our senior leadership team, that's where we can make that change. And the door just kind of opened. And our president of our division, I interviewed with her, and I interviewed with our head of sustainability. And the last 2.5 years in this role has been amazing, because I get to spend time with my favorite people in this industry, our colleagues, go to their events, give them advice on what they can do better, share best practices from one portfolio to another. And really just, I love to shine a light on the amazing work that they're doing, because to my previous point, most of us don't realize that the work we're doing is amazing. And we need someone else to say, "You are doing amazing work, and like, well done. Yeah. Congratulations," because we're just always pushing for the next thing in this industry.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I do have to give credit to your team, Informa, especially on the sustainability team, because you guys are the ones that pushed us to basically develop our program years ago. So holding the contractor accountable has really leveled up us and gave us a really more robust sustainability program, what we're doing, the products we're doing, the measurements that we're making. So, thank you for putting us in the right direction. So,
well, thank you for looking at that as an opportunity and not as a company coming along and telling you what to do, because I don't think that that's how we make change. It's about and make improvement. It's about the partnership, right? Yeah. Of you saying, "Oh, this is an opportunity, and we can step into it, and it will put us in a place where other organizers then choose us as the first choice because of the sustainability initiatives we're embedding."
Yeah, and it's really a matter of like, "Hey, you guys need to do better, and let's work together on how we can get there." And we did, and we got there, and it was great. Yeah.
Thank you.
And as we're finishing up this year, and now we're getting into next year, what are some of the things that really have you excited about next year for within sustainability, within Informa, or personal life, whatever?
Ooh, I'll give you, how about one hot take for each?
Sure.
I'm most excited for Informa that we are going to round out at the end of this year our Faster Forward goals. Those are our 2025 sustainability goals. Oh, cool. So we'll be sharing very transparently where we made it, where we barely missed the mark, and where we want to have continued improvement, because I think transparency is so important. And then we'll roll out some new goals for 2030. So I'm really excited about that. Industry-wide, I'm really excited about net zero carbon events rolling out the Better Stands initiative, and it's really just an industry-wide effort now.
Yeah.
So any general service contractor, any AV provider, any venue any organizer can get on board and sign up to get the training and help us roll out a reduction in booth waste across our entire industry. So that's huge for me because it is our biggest weight amount of waste and has the biggest impact. For me, with the industry, it's about us all partnering together to create sustainable improvement. And I think we're seeing that here at EXPO EXPO's first ever sustainability sanctuary.
Yeah.
People just want to learn and partner together and grow. And I just don't think that we can continue to keep our individual work going. We need to share our best practices and help each other out. It's not competition, it's collaboration.
Yeah, and the session that we were in yesterday, you know, it was great collaboration. All GSCs and clients all talking about together about, you know, initiatives that they're doing and things. So so we're doing a good job.
Thank you.
It seems to be a hit. There's people there all day. So.
Oh, I've been really excited about how busy it's been.
Yeah,
I would definitely say on the personal front, I got ducks this year. And they make me really happy.
Oh, yeah?
I have ducks. It's so cool. And so my kids are talking about, do you think we'll have baby ducks in the spring? And then we are big fruit tree farmers. So we planted about 200 fruit trees in the last year.
Wow.
So I'm really hoping that next year, that we can just walk out back and like pick an apple and a plum and
My wife would love to have land for that. So that's someday we're going to like... get to a point where we can do that because like we don't have very much land, but we have a whole lot of trees and plants and fruits and vegetables that she grows. Yes.
I love that. You can do a lot with a small amount of space.
Oh, yeah, she
we
does.
had a quarter of an acre and we had 75 fruit trees. Which is bonkers.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
We probably, if I had to count the amount of trees and plants, she's got over 100 at the house. But things that are like fruit and vegetable and herbs and things like that, there's probably 20.
That's amazing.
She's got all different stuff. So she's the green thumb. She also works in the industry. So when she travels, she comes home, she has to revive them because I don't quite give the same amount of love that she does.
You sound like me. I don't have the green thumb. It's my husband that has the green thumb. I'm really good at picking the fruit and eating it or cooking it or preserving it. That for me is fun. I don't have the green thumb.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate it. And it's been a great conversation, and you know we'll continue to trudge on and do better with sustainability and promote for the others to do the same. So,
thank you so much for having me. This was a joy.